Hello and welcome back to Grace Loves Drama YouTube channel. I'm here with my good friend Grace, and Grace has a couple of questions for me, and it has to do with Princess Lilibet Diana being disrespected by BBC News.
Yes.
Grace, please tell us those questions, please.
Okay, now I wanted to ask Brian. Supporters of Harry and Meghan are accusing BBC News of disrespecting Prince Harry and Meghan's daughter, Princess Lilibet, by not acknowledging that she is a princess. Why can't even BBC News show some, objectivity? What do you think about that, Brian?
It's a sad state of affairs, really.
Yeah.
It's so sad that even taxpayer-funded BBC News won't be objective when they're covering Harry and Meghan. I find that to be extremely, very, very disappointing.
Yes.
Let me just tell you what happened here. There's a supporter of Harry and Meghan. Her name is Katarina.
Yeah.
I think she's from Ukraine.
Yeah.
And I want to read you what she basically, posted. The screenshots of BBC when they're reporting about William and Kate's daughter versus when they're reporting about Harry and Meghan's daughter Lilibet.
Yes.
For Charlotte, on her birthday, here's what they wrote, and I quote as the headline: "Smiling Princess Charlotte beams in 11th birthday portrait."
Yeah.
Here's what they said about Lilibet. And I quote: "Harry and Meghan celebrate Lilibet's 5th birthday. First of all, they don't acknowledge
that she's a princess.
Yeah. And also, they don't acknowledge also Harry and Meghan themselves.
Yeah.
And I find this behavior to be utterly and completely disrespectful.
Very.
By the BBC News.
Yes.
And honestly, it is not surprising. It's not surprising one bit. It's sad that these people are serving more as the PR arm of the royal family.
Yeah.
And when Harry told Charles to do something to protect him and Meghan, what did Charles say? He said that there's nothing I can do about the media, that he can't control the press.
Yeah.
Harry laughed and said, it's like Charles saying he can't tell his valet what to do, because Harry knew that Charles has the power to command these people to back off of Harry, Meghan, their kids. So when they go after them, when they go after Archie, Lilibet, Harry, Meghan, they're doing so, following the orders of Charles.
Yes.
Who's clearly after Harry, Meghan, their marriage, he can't stand seeing Prince Harry being a responsible father to his kids, something which even Charles is not to Harry and William.
Yes.
So basically, Grace, when you're someone who's breaking the cycle of suffering passed on from father or mother to daughter or son, you face pushback.
Yes.
When you are a cycle breaker. When you're someone who's breaking the cycle of trauma and suffering, you'll face extreme pushbacks.
Yes.
So that's what you're seeing happening in this case, whereby even BBC News doesn't behave, objectively in their coverage of Harry and Meghan. And I feel like also it's part of them being bitter because Harry and Meghan are living in America with their kids and they are happy. They consider they're happy and they're bitter about that. Yeah. So they think that maybe if we stop calling them prince and princess, will somehow hurt Harry and Meghan. They think that somehow if they don't call Lilibet a princess, they think that somehow they'll hurt Harry and Meghan. Yeah. When in truth, really, they're exposing their own jealousy and envy towards Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, all because they are having or have created a wonderful life for themselves in Montecito. A life which the farm and UK media clearly never ever wanted for Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet to have. So really, it is so sad to see what we're seeing, Grace, but also I must say it is not really surprising.
Sure.
Rest assured, we can be thankful that Prince Harry himself is taking steps to protect his kids from this kind of behavior of the UK media. He's someone who's going to quote and say that sadly, instead of the UK media holding those in power to account, they choose to hold them to ransom. They look for that on Harry, on Meghan, on Archie, Lilibet. anything that they can use to destroy Archie, Lilibet, Harry, and Meghan's lives, they found nothing.
Imagine.
And that's why, and that's actually, shows you, Grace,
Yes.
how good Harry and Meghan are. Think
Sure.
about this for a second. Imagine someone spending day after day for 10 years looking for something, anything to destroy you. And then they find nothing against you. The best that they can come up with is, oh, you know what? Grace sent emails at 5 a.m. in the morning, and then say that it's a bad thing that Grace sends emails at 5 a.m. in the morning. So you see, they're looking for that on Harry and Meghan, and they can't find anything. They keep looking and looking every single day for some dirt on Harry and Meghan, and they can't find anything because Harry and Meghan are clean. Because Harry and Meghan are good. And even their kids also are good. They're growing up in a happy home, and no matter whether or not BBC News calls Archie and Lily Prince and Princess, it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because you know what? They are Prince and Princess, whether they like it or not.
Sure.
Whether they like it or not.
Their title.
But also you can see the racism really, whereby they're calling Charlotte Princess, but they won't call Harry and Meghan's kids who are mixed race, Prince and Princess, because they don't see them as being worthy of carrying that title.
And even Meghan, even see sometimes they when they're putting up an article, they would rather call Harry Prince Harry, but they wouldn't call Meghan
Duchess or Princess. Yeah, exactly. I see that very often because they don't view her and her kids as being worthy of even being in the royal family. And to them I say this: get over it. Harry and Meghan got married. Meghan is a duchess, Harry is a duke. Their kids are prince and princess. Whether they like it or not, that's just the truth.
They can't take it away from them.
No matter how hard they want to take it away, they won't be able to take it away from them.
Yes. And I actually have a feeling that this is not the first time that BBC News has disrespected Harry and Meghan's daughter, Lilibet. Is there any other scenario, you can think about or you can remember from, BBC News?
Yeah, I remember. I recall very, very well. I can never forget this. When Lilibet was born. Okay. And we found out her name. She was called Lilibet Diana. BBC News, they were attacking Prince Harry and Meghan over their daughter's name. Yet we have other members of the royal family who are named after the Queen, who are called Elizabeth. Even Charlotte, for example, William and Kate's daughter is also called Elizabeth. But despite that, they have an issue with Harry and Meghan's mixed race daughter being called or named after the Queen. Why? It's because of racism. Number two, because of her race, they don't see her as being worthy of bearing that name. And the thing is, Prince Harry loved his grandmother. He loved his late grandmother.
So much.
And it is sad that the Queen didn't do more to protect Prince Harry, Meghan, and their kids from this, behavior of the media. But Harry loved his grandmother. And he was paying tribute to his grandmother, by calling his daughter Lilibet Diana. Two people who mean so much to Prince Harry. Basically it's Harry who came up with the name. It's Harry who said, this is what I would like to call my daughter, Lilibet Diana. He chose those two names for his daughter, for his lovely daughter. And he named her after the two women who mean everything to him. And what did UK Media do? What did BBC News do? They bullied Lilibet over a name. I recall how they were on TV saying, oh, you know what? Prince Harry never asked the Queen for permission to call his daughter Lilibet Diana. It was so sad. It was so sad to see what we saw at that time, basically. Prince Harry and Meghan had to call in lawyers to defend their daughter from being bullied by BBC News. Only when after Harry and Meghan called in their lawyers did BBC News back off from what they were doing. But already the damage was done. They spent their time, bullying a child over a name. And now we see how some media outlets are somehow bitter that Lilibet is growing up in a wonderful environment in Montecito. Yet when she was when she was even when she was born, they were bullying her over her name.
Imagine.
So it is just painful to see what Harry and Meghan and their kids have had to be put through by the farm and UK media all these years. But throughout everything, you can see Harry and Meghan are standing. You can see Harry and Meghan are doing well. You can see Harry and Meghan are excelling in life. And it shows you one thing, never give up, never let them bully you into silence, never ever let them bully you into doing things that, maybe you don't want to do, or you do want to do, but they want to stop you from doing it. Never ever let them silence you, by their actions, like how they've tried to silence Harry and Meghan, like how they went sadly gone after their kids as well, and then they complain about Harry fleeing the UK, yet they are the main reason as to why Harry took Meghan and Archie and fled the UK. The farm is the main reason as to why even Prince Harry right now is not living, in the UK. Why? Because of how they took away security, because of how they've never protected him, or Meghan, or now also his kids. How every single day we keep on seeing how Meghan is told every single day for 10 long years, and then they think that somehow Meghan wants to come back to the UK to do what? To put up with insults and abuse. Nobody wants to put up with that, Grace. Nobody. We all want to be in a place or an environment where we are happy.
Yes.
Don't you?
I do. I do want to be happy, like every day.
You want to be happy.
I want to come up, come out from a very stable environment, very peaceful, very happy, and all that.
You want to be and stay in a happy, stable environment whereby you are joyful, whereby you are at peace, whereby you have peace in your life. And never ever apologize, Grace, for choosing peace in your life, because it's like, I keep on seeing how UK media, for example, how they get so angry because Prince Harry chose Meghan, Archie, and Lily over them. I say, do you think that you make Harry feel sorry or regretful for what he has done? He will never regret putting his wife, his son, his daughter first, because they should always come first.
They're his
always.
priority.
They should always be his number one priority in the morning, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Your family that comes from you should always come first.
Very true.
And no matter where Harry is, even if he's coming to take him for a visit, he'll always go back home to Meghan, Archie, Lilibet, because that is where he belongs. That's where Harry belongs. And Harry is the husband to Meghan that Charles never ever was to Diana. Harry is the father to Archie and Lilibet Diana that Charles is not to him. And that's why these people who benefit from that cycle of trauma continuing are upset, because Harry has shown to be a responsible father, a responsible husband, and they just cannot stand seeing him, being responsible in the manner how we are seeing Harry being the man that he is responsible right now that he is. They can't stand seeing that.
They can't. And I was just thinking, like, if they don't like Harry and Meghan's daughter, Princess Lilibet, why are they covering her? Why can't they focus on William and Kate's kids, Princess Charlotte, and then just leave Harry and Meghan's children alone? What can you say about that?
Because of money. Because of money. Because of money. That's why. When you look at anything having to do with William or Kate, or even William and Kate's kids, it has low engagement. Look at any story about having to do with Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet Diana. Even if you don't see Archie and Lily's faces, you see high engagement. So of course that means money for the UK media, and for them they want to look for money, to get money, and to make money off of Prince Harry, off of Meghan, off of Archie, off of Lilibet Diana. Meghan even was in Australia a couple of weeks ago for her and Harry's visit. And when she was there, she spoke about how, the toll this trolling has had on her mental health. It's been difficult. And she said that there are people who, are making a fortune off of, to her detriment. Just because they want to hurt her. They want to make her feel pain. They want to destroy her marriage, destroy her kids' future, her kids' lives, or because they can't stand seeing Prince Harry married to a person of color and having, of course, kids who are mixed race. So despite that, Meghan said, I am still here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. And when the media sees the unity that we see in Harry and Meghan's lives, in their kids' lives, of course they're upset, because this is not what they wanted, for Harry, for Meghan, for Archie, for Lilibet Diana. But I'm glad that that's what Harry, Meghan, and their kids have in their lives. True love, true happiness. And I feel like that is what truly matters in life. Always choose happiness in your life, no matter what. Never let anybody ever tell you otherwise. So I want to read a couple of comments that I saw here.
Okay.
Someone said this, that I don't like the BBC. It is Princess Lilibet, BBC News. Indeed, it is Princess Lilibet Diana. And someone else said that they use that as the headline, but I find they'll use the correct title in the body of the article, like they do Meghan.
Yeah.
Someone else, said that, and they should use that as a headline, and also, in the body of the piece.
Yeah.
Because people, first of all, Grace, don't even want to read more beyond the headlines. The people who want to read beyond the headlines, right? That's why you see that UK media, for example, can write defamatory articles or columns about Prince Harry, and then in the body they say the correct thing.
Actually,
you see, so they bury the truth in their column, because they know that people don't. Most of them don't read beyond the headlines.
Just the article.
So it's important to be accurate throughout. Title, body, everything. Be accurate, be truthful. Just say the truth. That's all we're asking for. You're not asking for anything. Just be truthful and be objective. And I know that I'm asking for the sun, the moon, and the stars on the media, because we've been calling for this to happen for all these years, and they've refused. But they need to grow up and stop behaving, in this manner, because their behavior I find to be very, very appalling and very, very wrong on so many levels. That's what I can say, Grace. So here they say that the point is to separate the mixed race kids from the monarchy. It's the same reason that this publication still use Meghan's maiden name when referring to her. I do agree with that. It's racism. Basically, what someone here is saying, it is racism. And it is so sad that all these years, Meghan and her kids are being subjected to this kind of, appalling treatment. Whereby even Harry said, for example, that, any offer for security is only for him, but not for his wife or kids. And you can keep on asking, why? And the answer will always be racism. So that question is just racism, really. And it's so sad and honestly inhumane how Charles treats, Harry and Meghan and their kids. Very, very sad.
Very sad.
And very, very, inhumane. Someone called Island Girl says the UK press will never be able to escape the racism charge. Indeed, we all know for a fact that UK media, Grace, are very, very racist. And we've even seen the documentary from Harry and Meghan. We've seen how racist UK media truly are in the coverage of Prince Harry, Meghan, Archie, Lilibet. Then they wonder, why did Harry take Meghan, and his son Archie from the UK? They keep on wondering, why did Harry leave? Because their aim was to make Meghan leave Prince Harry. And through thick and thin, Meghan has stood by her husband's side in good times and in bad times, like what a good wife, of course, who cares about you, will do. And I love that about Meghan. And I feel like even Prince Harry, no wonder he appreciates that about his wonderful wife Meghan, who, no matter what they've gone through or been through, has stood, by Meghan's side. So someone else said that Lilibet is a princess, Her Royal Highness. Let them cry forever about it. I do agree. I do agree. So thank you so much, Grace, for this video. Thank you for once again having me on your wonderful channel, Grace Loves Drama. So if you're watching, please kindly subscribe, please, and join in on Grace channel. I'm sure you're gonna have so much fun. And Grace will keep on learning even more from you and from me. And I'm sure that every single thing will keep on going great. And I want to say thank you to every single person who's joined in, who subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, for commenting. It really, really means the world to Grace here and also to me. Thank you so much. And thank you, and welcome to the Sussex family.
Thank you for welcoming me.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And please kindly stay tuned to this video. Love you awesome forever, and may God bless you all. Bye.
Thank you.
See you, and don't forget to subscribe. BBC News, it's Princess Lilibet Diana. Show some respect to Harry and Meghan and their kids.
Please.
Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana. Thank you, of course, and goodbye, and see you on our next video. Bye.